Before we step into 2026, I just have one question. I want to ask you something. Why are you carrying things into the new year that no longer serve you, that you no longer need? Bag a lady, you gon' hurt your back. Dragging all them bags like that. Indeed. But guess what? Tonight, we are gonna let it go together. We're gonna lighten your load tonight. All right, so welcome. I am, as you know, Dr. Michelle Clay. That's Michelle like Obama, Clay like Cassius. I am both a physician as well as a certified holistic health counselor and clinical nutritionist. And what I do is I help people. I'm super passionate about my fabulous women over 40. I help us maneuver midlife transitions, honey, that heaviness, that weight, that dis-ease, that lower frequency, that tired, that menopause, that stress. I help us maneuver all of that and release with grace and ease through my company, Freeality, through premium wellness teas that really relax and escapes of wellness in the cup and wellness coaching programs. Tonight's theme, welcome to the Sip and Soothe Reset. Greetings and happy Tuesday, a terrific Tuesday indeed. The last Tuesday of the last 2 days of this year 2025 of our Lord. Okay, so tonight's theme of the Sip and Soothe Reset, and I do these every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. EST live right here. Tonight's theme is cut, release, and renew. This is your physician guided meditation with tea ritual. Let's get our water started, honey, because how are we going to sip, soothe, and reset and we don't have anything to sip on? Indeed, indeed. Okay, so let's get into it. So for tonight, the sponsor of tonight's Sip and Soothe Reset is Freeality's Blend, Release and Renew Detox. It's on the Freeality site. You see that? FREEALITEA.com. It's a member of the Wellness Collection because we're about wellness. But the reason that I chose this and the ingredients are mint, lemongrass, cinnamon, Cape aloe, and milk thistle. So the reason why she is the sponsor of tonight's practice is not just because her name literally has renew in it, but because of the lemongrass and the mint that's in there, okay? So because these are loose leaf, I already have my bag set up. The water is boiling, it is almost ready. And while we start the ritual portion of our session today, so we can cut those things that no longer serve us, so we can release those things that have been heavy on us, so we can release those things that have been hurtful and harmful to us. They have no room, they have no place in 2026. All right? Okay. While it is steeping, then we're going to get into our practice. So grab something soothing to drink if you don't already have your Freeality. Oh, I forgot to put my honey in there. Let's do that first. Honey makes everything sweet, makes our words sweet, our tea sweet, our drink sweet, our feelings sweet. Let's taste a little bit. Indeed. So, for those of you who were with me, was that last week? We did a meditation calling in the sweetness and abundance into our lives. And I added a little more honey than I typically do because the Cape aloe is a bitter herb, but it helps with the digestion. But we'll get into more on that another time. So we're going to allow this to steep. That's the thing about loose leaf herbal teas and herbs. They make you be mindful, even when you don't want to, because you can't rush them. They need the appropriate temperature and the appropriate time to draw out the essence and the full beneficial effects. All right. So, what you're going to need, like I said, something soothing and hot, preferably Freality, to sip on to really soothe your body and your mind and calm your nervous system. And you're also going to need a pen. You're going to need a piece of paper. If you have sage, you have a sage wand or just have some loose, you're going to need that. You're going to need a match or a lighter, but I already have my candle lit. I already have my candle lit. All right. Okay. You're also going to need something safe to burn something in. So I have a heat and fire safe bowl to burn. So to get started, let's just light a little sage. And sage is significant for energy clearing. We want to clear our space. All right. Just want to cleanse our space to prepare for what we're going to do this evening of cutting things. We're cutting the cord, honey. We're cutting connections that no longer serve us. We're cutting behaviors and habits that no longer serve us. We're cutting relationships and people, honey, that no longer serve us. We're cutting thoughts and patterns and ways we think that no longer serve us. We are cutting conversations that we have with ourselves that don't elevate us. Those things that no longer serve us. All right. Now we're still going to need a little bit more sage. And before we get into what we're going to write on our paper, we're going to write on our paper the things that we are ready to release. And some things you might not even be ready to release them. But the things we know have been heavy on us, the things we know we need to let it go and let it burn, honey. Because it has taken up way too much space for far too long and blocking the blessings and the abundance and the sweetness and the joy in life that we so deserve and we desire and we've been longing for. We've been praying for some things and sometimes go back and say, why hasn't it happened yet? Why isn't it here? I've done everything right, everything I thought to do. When is it my turn to have, do, be, go? You fill in the blank. Perhaps there is something that is in the way. It has been a roadblock. And we bringing it in, okay? We're releasing, we're moving that block. Not just out of the way, we're destroying it. We're pulverizing it. So the road will be clear. Our steps will be lighter. And our load will be lifted, all right? And all right. So now that you have those things, and while our tea is steeping, I want you to just get comfortable. You can lay down on your back if you want to, or you can just sit with your feet flat. I don't want your legs crossed. I want you to be completely open, okay? To get it out and then bring what you want in, all right? And then when you're ready, I want you to just close your eyes and I want you to follow the sound of my voice. Yes. And I want you to take a deep cleansing inhale through your nose. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and release slowly through your mouth. 2, 3, 4. And once again, inhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. And one last time, what we're doing, why this is so important, is we are calming our nervous system from being on all the time, on overdrive, on stress mode, on anxious mode, on fatigue mode, on off of doing too much mode, okay? So we can get fully into our practice. And we do it from a place of peace and ease and not grind and struggle. So inhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. And now continue to keep your eyes closed. Breathe intentionally at your own pace. Remember to be mindful and to be at ease. The only thing that you have to do is focus on your breath, the gift of your inhale and your exhale. And now that you are a little more relaxed, yes, I want you to visualize that thing, that feeling, that person, that situation, that habit, those words that you have replayed over and over in your mind, that you may have even said to yourself, I need to let this go, but I can't. It hurts too much. I haven't forgiven. I don't know how to forgive. If I forgive, is it letting them off the hook? And they don't deserve that. And when you think of that thing that you know you don't want, you don't need, doesn't serve, hasn't helped, hasn't brought you joy, that thing, that ism that you don't want into 2026. Get that into your mind's eye. Ooh. And I want you to notice where you feel that in your body. Do you feel tension in your neck or your shoulders? Or maybe a rock in your stomach? Or maybe in your whole body it feels uncomfortable to sit still, as if you are sitting in it. Or maybe you feel an ache in your heart when you think of this thing. or perhaps even a coldness, a chill. That's how you know that is what it's time to cut and release so that you are able to renew. And one last inhale. Hold. And this time when you exhale, I want you to feel some of the tension ease out of your body in the place in which you felt it. And very slowly open your eyes. And now I want you to write that thing down on your paper. If you want to date it to commemorate the moment, this day, you can't. You can't because we are getting ready to have it be ashes to ashes, dust to dust. No resurrecting this thing. It's done. Okay? Okay. I'm going to write down two. I'll share one with you. One thing that I'm cutting and I am leaving behind is I'm leaving behind not trusting my first mind, not trusting my intuition. I'm leaving behind not trusting my intuition, my first mind. The second thing for me that I'm writing on the paper, I'm leaving behind being distracted by outside forces from what I know to be true. In my life. And on my path, in my purpose. Ooh, some stuff's coming up. I had two more. Okay, now that you have what you are cutting off, what you are letting go, what you are leaving behind, in 2025 has no place, is not invited into 2026. I want you to take your pieces of dried sage. I want you to put some in your paper. I think I need a little bit more on this. See, I have a bag of sage like this. I want you to put it in your paper. Oh, that's good. I put quite a bit. I put enough. Put enough in there. Okay, see? And now I want you to fold the paper up with the sage in there. Okay? And now take your bowl or whatever you have that is safe for you to burn in. Okay? I'll fold this up tight. Put it in there. And now we are going to, we're going to set it on fire. We're going to burn it. And we're going to watch the smoke rise. That didn't catch fire just yet. Child, sometimes things want to hang on. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Here we go. Yes. It's burning as fast as I want to. Oh, child, I should probably open a window. Pause. Or so. Hold on a minute, but that's all right. And as you watch it burn, as you watch the smoke rise, I want you to feel the weight and the heaviness lift off of you. And now as it's burning, we have 2 affirmations. Our first affirmation. Ooh, that smoke is nice. Come on and burn, honey. Our first affirmation. What no longer nourishes me returns to ash and memory. I carry forward only wisdom, clarity, to put it down, and renewed spirit. And I have this on something metal. I have this on something metal. Let's say our affirmation again as it's burning, this final burn. What no longer nourishes me returns to ash and memory. Ooh, I carry forward only wisdom, clarity, and a renewed spirit into my next chapter. What no longer nourishes me returns to ash and memory. I carry forward only wisdom, clarity, and a renewed spirit into my next chapter. Mm, mm, mm. I'll put a little more sage on that. Yes. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, indeed. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust to any insecurities, any distractions, any hurt, any pain, any feelings of rejection, any feelings of loneliness, any feelings of grief, any feelings of not enough, any feelings of lack or scarcity. Ashes and ashes, dust to that. It no longer serves us. It no longer serves us. It doesn't have its place in our new and our next chapter. So now our tea should be ready. And the reason, once again, I chose Release and Renew Detox Tea. On YouTube, it's down below in the description. This is on the site, freeality.com. Wellness collection. The reason why I chose this is not because it's just about detoxing your body. That's for another video on proper ways to naturally detox and easy ways to detox your body and your mind. But two of the ingredients in here, mint and lemongrass, are significant for fresh starts. They are significant for clarity and fresh start. And with lemongrass and mint, we can consume it. You can make a foot bath with it. You can make a salve with it. But we're going to consume it today to seal in our practice of we released, we cut, we released, and now we are ready to renew. To renew the best version of ourselves, the higher version of ourselves, a higher frequency of ourselves. So inhale, exhale, and blow into your cup. As the smoke continues to rise, and take us a very slow, soothing sip. And another one, very slow, savoring the flavors, allowing the warmth to soothe us, allowing the warmth to warm our bodies. Allowing the herbs of the lemongrass and the mint that is in Release and Renew Detox Tea to not only energetically give us clarity and a fresh start, but also those herbs enhancing the digestive process and releasing the food stores and food sources that our bodies no longer need for the next chapter, the next version of ourselves. And that as our smoke begins to die down, we can take another sip. And our second affirmation is, let's take a sip. With this breath, and this cup. I release what is complete and step into the new year clear, calm, and open to what is my highest good. Ooh, come on now. Yes, let's take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. And sip. With this breath in this cup, I release what is complete and step into the new year clear, calm, and open to what is for my highest good. I step into the new year clear, calm, and open to what is for my highest good. Ooh, reach out. As we continue to sip and soothe, we have released, we have cut, we have released, we have sipped, we have soothed, we have reset, we have renewed. And one thing that you can do, I have here some cedarwood essential oil. You can either diffuse something like this or with a carrier oil like olive oil or coconut oil or jojoba oil. We never want to put essential oils directly onto our skin. And we're just going to smell it. And cedarwood or sandalwood are very grounding essential oils because once we have pulled up the weed by the root and we have cast it into the fire, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, dead and buried, we have now planted a seed, a fresh start, fresh new beginnings. And this seals it in. This seals it in. It grounds our spirit. It grounds our minds. And we are ready for the new. So that concludes us on today. Thank you for joining me live. Thank you for joining me to the replay viewers. And if you find yourself having released something and then pick it up again, you can come back to this practice and burn it once again. But this time, mean it. So we don't have time to mess around and go back, repeat lessons that we've already learned. You are smart and intelligent. You don't have to repeat. You have graduated to the next level, the next highest, better version of yourself that is unafraid, that's fearless, that is confident, that is sure, that is joyful, that is peaceful. Okay? And Ashe. So, I want you to go forth. I want you to be well. I want you to do something well and wonderful for yourself, honey. I want you to feel lighter, feel peaceful, and continue to bask in this moment and carry it forward. I want you to feel more relaxed. I want you to continue in this relaxing energy. I want you to lay yourself down and rest and restore and refresh anew. indeed. I want you to have a rejuvenating rest. I want you to wake up feeling refreshed. And I want you to have the absolute sweetest dreams. And I also want you to go to freeality.com to pick up your Release and Renew Detox Tea. It's best to consume it at night, about 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes after your last meal to help with the digestive process. So, I love y'all. 2025 was a challenging year, but 2026 has so much possibility. And we're not waiting for whatever to happen to us. I saw the monks today who are walking for peace on their peace walk, walking 2,300 miles from Fort Worth, Texas to Washington, D.C. And they made a stop in Decatur, Georgia. It's part of the Atlanta metro area. And I saw them today. And I sat with them during their program as they spoke, as they led us in the meditation. And one thing that the monk said was, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, write it down on paper, say it out loud, and then say it to yourself. I am having a peaceful day today. I am having a peaceful day today. I am having a peaceful day today. He said you have to tell your mind what to do. Because if you don't, it will scurry to and fro and do things that you don't want it to do. So you have to tell it what to do, guide it to do. So that's why I tell you, be well, do something well and wonderful for yourself. Start your day like the monk said, I am peaceful. I am having a peaceful day today. And that's why I say we're not waiting to see what happens for 2026. We're telling our minds what to do. We're telling our hearts what to feel. We're telling our feet where to go. And we're telling our hands what to give and what to receive. We are the co-creators of our lives. Amen. I'm not going to get up on my show. Honey, that's for another lie. All right, y'all. I am Dr. Michelle Clay. That's Michelle like Obama, Clay like Cassius. Physician and certified holistic health counselor and clinical nutritionist, founder and creator of Freeality, premium loose leaf herbal teas, one of the tools to help transform your wellness coaching programs, holistic programming that transform your wellness and help you maneuver transitions, midlife transitions with grace and ease. I love you. I thank you. Be well. Have a beautiful night. Until next week, same time, same place for Sip and Soothe Reset. Good night. Mwah.